Hi, this is Kimberly, the editor of Collide. Let's get started with Unit 2, Lesson 3. The first activity is a Collide with a Word activity, and that's on page 34. They're going to write down every other word in the blanks below. Okay, so that's that. The next activity is on page 35. On this activity, they're going to write conflicts in this strip right here. This may be conflicts they deal with their friends or their family. So then they're going to cut out this strip here and then cut in between these two people. They're going to then tape the conflict between the two people. They'll work on the rest of this activity later in class. So for the next activity, it's on page 37, and you'll assign scenarios to different groups in the classroom. They're going to decide who needs to forgive, who needs to ask for forgiveness, and how they would resolve the conflict. Okay, so that's it for page 37. Now for the next activity, they're going to go back to page 36. And in class, you'll have them read the conflict resolution side here. And then they're going to jump back to page 35 and think about ways that they can resolve the conflict. Once they discuss some ways, then they'll cut out the conflict and retape the page back together. Then later in class, on page 36, you'll have the class read this column that says when it's time to seek a trusted adult's help. That's for conflicts that are maybe a little more difficult than preteens can solve. The final activity in the Crashbook for this lesson is on page 38. On this page, they're going to write names or initials in these three big circles. They can also use a coded name if they need to. After they write the names, they're going to go to each of these smaller circles, and they're going to write things like conflicts or things they need to ask for forgiveness for, or things that need to be resolved in the relationships. And they can use, again, code if they need to. All right, that's it for Unit 2, Lesson 3. See you next week.